Yo, bro. Alright, so look, I haven't been grinding. Oh, shit. Yeah, I got a little bit, because I made a past recording, and I got 37 seconds in, and I fucked up the whole recording, so back at it. So yo, today we got when you're the best player in the NBA, but nobody cares. So listen, bro, y'all been sleeping on Jokic, bro. I don't hear nobody talk about him. I don't hear him being talked about on bro, just nobody talks about him. And bro, ESPN mostly be hating on Jokic, bro. Like, why? Like, bro, the man won MVP. He regulates like freaking 35 points per game with like 10 assists and 15 rebounds, my guy. Like, bro, like the man is a straight legend, bro. Like, I think he's one of the greatest centers of all time. I think Shaq's the greatest center of all time. But yo, y'all been sleeping on him, bro. Like for years now, bro. He's been good. Bro, like, I swear, bro. And bro, I hope he wins MVP again, bro. Like, bro, I really hope he does. But yo, let's get into it, bro. Shout out to Jimmy High Roller. He's the one that made the video.
MVP.
And let's check it out.
3 letters that sum up excellence, dominance, competitiveness, and the spirit of winning. The NBA's Most Valuable Player Award is the highest individual achievement a player can accomplish in their career. Out of the tens of thousands of players to lace up in the NBA, only 35 have won a regular season MVP. But what exactly does value mean when assessing the league's most valuable player? Some would say it's leading your team to victory night in and night out. Others may say it's displaying your dominance through sheer numbers, points, rebounds, assists, that type of thing. You could even argue that a player's value comes in the form of his mere presence, the intangibles that don't show up in the numbers. But however you look at it, one thing is certain. Nikola Jokic has been the most valuable NBA player so far this season.
MVP,
and the gap
bro.
between him and the next guy isn't even close.
He's a
Today's
straight
video
beast,
is sponsored
bro.
by Raycon. Earbuds. In 1997, nearing the end of his days with the Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan had reached legendary status on the court. He was widely recognized as not only the best player in the league, but as the greatest player of all time. And the man wasn't even done yet.
He's one of my favorite players,
scoring,
like, ever,
averaging
bro.
nearly 30
like,
points
I
per game
Michael
on
Jordan,
ridiculous
bro.
efficiency.
No homo, no homo.
Defense, and he led the Bulls to 69 wins. Easily the best record in the NBA that season. With weeks left in the season, the MVP award was all but his.
Congratulations for enormous achievement, but congratulations, Karl Malone, 1996-97 NBA Most Valuable Player.
Karl Malone. Bro. Karl Malone was so
thought the MVP award was his, but instead, the award went to Karl Malone, a decision that...
Didn't Karl Malone do some weird like, bro? Y'all look it up. Y'all look it up, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up after,
Michael
bro.
Jordan can't believe actually happened.
I think that man did some weird stuff.
Michael was the best and most valuable player. It was obvious. So how could even the greatest player to ever play the game get robbed out of an award that was rightfully his? Well, there's a few reasons. One being voter fatigue. Seeing the same player dominate year after year can get tiring. Voters will go out of their way to justify rewarding anyone other than the guy who was always rewarded. Which brings us to our second point. Narratives. More often than not, storylines, whether accurate or not, manifest themselves in the minds of voters and fans throughout the season, and these storylines tend to outweigh actual results. And no matter how much we try to stay objective on these matters, subjective narratives are bound to have an effect on all of us, even in the case of Michael Jordan. But Mike isn't the only player to get robbed out of an MVP. In 1961, Wilt Chamberlain averaged 50 points and nearly 26 rebounds a game, while leading his team to the 3rd best record in the NBA.
Damn, bro.
Regular season MVP.
Damn.
In 2006, Kobe Bryant put together one of the greatest individual seasons this century, featuring his iconic 81-point game and a 40 bomb every other night.
Bro, Wilt was a beast, bro.
In MVP voting that season. But
in
Kobe's case, he suffered from...
Bro, I hate people that say Kobe's overrated, bro. Bro, like, shut up! I admit like when they played against the Sacramento Kings and I believe the Western Conference Finals in like the 2000s, bro. I admit that shit was rigged, bro. The refs like just rigged that shit for no reason. But yo, stop saying Kobe, bro. Kobe had to carry a like pretty much bad Lakers team, bro. Like, bro, the only like when he had Shaq, bro. Like, I admit Shaq carried the team, but like, bro, come on, bro. Kobe's a legend in his own right, bro. Like, watch highlights of this man, bro. He's a freak of nature, my guy. Stop saying he's overrated.
After him have suffered from a not so great record. See, in the 2006 season, the Lakers finished as the 7th seed in the West. A playoff team, but nowhere near the top seed. And in the NBA, there's a bit of an unwritten rule that if a player has hopes of winning the MVP, his team must be one of the winningest teams in the league. The standard almost always being no worse than the 3rd seed in their given conference. Throughout the history of the modern NBA, only 4 MVP winners finished the season with a team seeded lower than 2nd. And only 1 player has won the regular season MVP with a team seed lower than 3rd. That player being Russell Westbrook in 2017. In that season, Westbrook was a very rare exception to the rule. In fact, so far, he's been the only exception to the rule. The first player in over 50 years to average a triple-double for an entire season. A feat that everyone unanimously said would never happen again. And a feat so incredible that although his OKC Thunder only had the 6th seed going into the playoffs, he won the regular season MVP. But then, in the very next season, Russ averaged a triple-double again, and yet somehow he finished 5th in the MVP race. The inconsistency of the voting process was put on full display that season. Can a player, regardless of his team's success, put up numbers so ridiculous that the league has no choice but to anoint him as the most valuable player? Well, according to Russ's 2017 season, yes. And if we're following this same criteria, Nikola Jokic has easily been the league's most valuable player this season. I've heard talks of Giannis winning another MVP, Steph making a run for his 3rd MVP, Kevin Durant or Jimmy Butler.
Steph's been playing, bro, don't get it twisted. Steph's been playing like a beast, my guy. Like, bro, he's been playing really good. But, bro, I think Jokic, like, has been playing, like, better in a way, bro. Like, bro.
But hardly anyone has mentioned Nikola Jokic being the most valuable player in the
league.
For
real, bro. He's been...
But all the numbers across the board point to the...
Bro, like, right now the Nuggets suck, bro. And he's, like, averaging 35 points a game anyway, bro. Like, bro, he's gotten 2 triple-doubles in 2 games already, bro. And he had a long streak of injuries. He's still in the MVP race, bro. Y'all need to stop sleeping on this man, bro. He's nothing to play with, bro.
In fact, so far, the season he's having isn't just the best among his peers. Jokic is having one of the best individual seasons of all time. Now, we're all familiar with the PER stat, an overall statistic of a player's efficiency and production on the court relative to the rest of the league. Here's a chart of the top 50 NBA players in terms of PER. Here's Kevin Durant, here's Stephen Curry, here's Giannis, here's Jimmy Butler, and here is Nikola Jokic. And if this spot looks almost unreasonably high, that's because it is. Nikola's PER this season is 35.3. The current single-season PER record is 31.9 set by Giannis 2 seasons ago. And the record before that was Wilt Chamberlain's PER of 31.8 back in 1962. In fact, here's the highest single-season PER Michael Jordan ever achieved. Here's LeBron's single-season record. Here's Kobe's, Magic's, Bird's, Shaq's, Kareem's. No player ever has come even close to the production and efficiency that Jokic is putting together this season.
Didn't I tell y'all not to sleep on Jokic? It's tough.
And if we narrow down the production to just offense, Jokic is still head and shoulders above everyone else. This season, Jokic has an offensive box plus minus of 10.1. The second highest offensive box plus minus in NBA history, trailing only Steph's 2015-2016 season of 10.4. The next closest player this season is Steph with an OBPM of 8.3. In fact, only 9 players league-wide have an OBPM of even 5. Everyone on this list will either be an all-star this season or a borderline all-star. And even these all-NBA talents aren't even in the same stratosphere as the Joker. So if this man is having one of the greatest individual seasons ever, why is no one talking about it? The man is averaging 26, 14, and 6 a game on nearly 60, 40, 80 splits, and no one is talking about it. Right now, the current MVP odds are in favor of Stephen Curry, followed by Kevin Durant and then Giannis. Jokic is down at 4th with odds that suggest he is far from the MVP. This article's headline doesn't even mention Jokic, like he's some sort of afterthought. And if I had to say why this is, I'd say it comes down to a few things. First, Jokic hasn't had a marquee performance this season. You know, that massive game that makes all the headlines and demands fans and voters to reconsider.
Look at that.
MVP.
Yo, that was
every MVP.
Yo, y'all seen that? I seen that on Instagram, bro. Watch, look at this.
Game that makes all the
look at this shot. Like, yo,
voters to reconsider their MVP
man's
hierarchy.
A beast.
Every MVP needs.
Bro, bro, I think he's like a really underrated shooter, bro. He's really good at shooting, bro. Like, really good. Like deep range, bro. He's taking that shit and it's going in, bro. It's crazy, bro. I've never seen a center like as elusive and like freaking like, bro. The man's just a beast, bro. A beast.
Needs a marquee performance to really draw the masses and build their campaign. Second, and the most obvious reason, is that the Nuggets aren't doing too hot right now. With a below 500 record of 9-10, the Nuggets currently hold the 10th seed in the West.
Bro,
so
it's really sad,
fans
bro.
Won't even consider Jokic as a front runner in the MVP race.
I do, bro. I think he has a chance at winning
the vast majority of their games. The short answer is yes, but the actual answer to that question isn't quite as black and white.
Bro, we have too many injuries.
When Jokic is on the court and surrounded by competent teammates.
Yeah.
So far this season, in the
bro, we're down Porter Jr., we're down Jamal Murray, like PJ Dozier, bro. No, PJ Dozier isn't like a really like great player, but like, bro, we're down a lot of players in general, bro. It's really sad to see, bro. But bro, I hope Jokic like gets a good career, bro, and wins the finals, bro. Like one day, bro. It's sad to see, bro.
Have outscored their opponents by a combined.
My team is just bad, bro. We lost to the Spurs last night.
Missed this season, the Nuggets have been outscored by their opponents by 62 points. That means that with Jokic, the Nuggets are a winning team with an average margin of plus 3.4 points. Without him, they're a
yeah, bro. We're bad without Jokic. We are bad.
12.1 points. Sure, the Nuggets have a losing record at the moment, and they're far from a championship contending team. But without Jokic, they are downright atrocious. Recently, I asked a friend why people tend to downplay or downright ignore Nikola's excellence. And his answer was simple, but unfortunately, very true. His game is just boring. To the purest of basketball fans, the Joker's game is a work of art. He's brilliant. I personally love watching that guy, and I'd even go as far as saying he's one of a kind. But to the average fan, Nikola's game is lethargic, slow-paced, lacking all the high-flying acrobatics and 30-foot...
Yeah, bro, a lot of people have said that, like, that he's too slow. Like, bro, he's one of the greatest centers I've ever seen. Not, like, the greatest, but one of, bro. Like, bro, what other center is doing all this? Like, bro, y'all are hating. At this point,
bombs other stars put on full display every night. Nikola's excellence is rooted in his ability to break down the game to its simplest components and exploit the other team with his uncanny ability to...
Bro, I think he's like a fun player to watch. I'm not even being biased, bro. If I wasn't a Nuggets fan, I still think he was a really good player and a fun player to watch, bro. Like, bro, look at the way he plays. This man makes shots. This man gets, like, bro, This man is a finishing god? Like, bro.
But it's this very simplicity that deters fans from giving him the credit that he is due. Tim Duncan dealt with a similar problem his entire career. Timmy was so technically sound that he didn't need to be fancy. He didn't need a 45-inch vert or any sort of alien-like ability. He could dominate anyone with a handful of post moves, bank shots, and
facts, bro. I think,
basket.
Bro, I think Jokic has a similarity to Tim Duncan, bro. To be honest, like the way they play a little bit.
A big fundamental. And because of this, it took years and years for people to truly see the immense value in Duncan. Nikola will shred a defense for 35 points and 15 assists without even getting a foot off the ground in the process. The man will appear to be moving in slow motion and still make your best defender look absolutely lost. He will alter a dozen shots on the defensive end without even getting close to blocking one of them. And you'll more than likely never see one of these plays on SportsCenter or your favorite sports social media outlet. But when the vast majority of fans get their information and form their opinions based on these short clips and highlights, it's no wonder that Nikola's impact, relevance, and
fuck you, SportsCenter, fuck ESPN, bro. Y'all are fucking hating, bro.
Narratives from the MVP discussion,
a bit
the award would look something like this. And that's because this list is exactly that. Basketball Reference's MVP tracker, which gives a very objective look into the MVP race at the moment based solely on the numbers. The only list where you'll find Jokic ahead of everyone else. But if the numbers you've seen so far haven't swayed you enough, Jokic's excellence doesn't stop at the offensive end. With a defensive box plus minus of 5 this season, Jokic is leading the entire NBA on the defensive end by a massive margin.
Defensive Player of the Year?
This player is Draymond Green with a DBPM of 3.9.
Come on, bro. Defensive Player of the Year, Jokic.
And believe it or not,
come on, bro.
Nikola's defensive box plus minus this season is the second highest mark ever recorded. I am not exaggerating.
What the hell?
Nikola Jokic is currently having arguably the most productive, efficient, and dominant season in NBA history. Now, how's that for value?
History. Come on, bro. MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, bro. I want to see it, bro. You know, it's probably not MVP, but Defensive Player of the Year for sure, bro. Come on. But yo, this was a good video to watch, bro. Y'all give me your opinions in the comments, bro. See y'all next time. Peace.